So you end up writing 209 songs.
209.
And you put out the mixtape. Thank you for using GTL.
Yeah.
And GTL is the actual phone service.
Yeah, the phone service.
Which I looked it up. They charge you $15 an hour to use that shit.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of money.
And you spend some hellacious amount of money.
Crazy amounts.
Like hundreds of thousands?
Hundreds of thousands. Maybe if not more.
Okay. And you actually put out this mixtape while locked up. So were you recording it over the phone?
Yeah, over the phone.
Okay. And they managed to just get the quality up?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I guess, like, my producer, Jay, he found a way to, like, do it to where I can actually hear the beat while I'm rapping on the phone. Like, because most people, they just do it and got to, like, guess it. But I guess he did something, plugged it in by her face or some shit, and I could hear the song, so it was easier. I could hear the beat while I'm rapping, and then it just did it like that.
Yeah, I mean, Pitchfork called it the greatest rap album ever recorded from jail.
Yeah, 8.5, that's pretty high.
And there's been some, you know, I mean, Mac Dre recorded an album from jail.
Yeah.
I mean, who else? Shine recorded.
I just don't think nobody should sound like mine, though. Like,
yeah.
I put a lot into it. That's probably why.
Okay. So now the trial is getting ready to start.
Yeah.
And the prosecutors are basically using your music videos and lyrics to try to convict you.
Yeah.
You know, and it's interesting because a lot of people, you know, they say Vlad TV is the reason why people get locked up and so forth, right?
A lot.
which isn't true, by the way.
Yeah.
I've never heard of any interview being used to convict anybody.
People just say stupid shit and
But and they say that and they exclude that their own lyrics in their own songs could actually get them convicted. Like, for example, Boosie, who's a regular guest here, he was facing a multi-murder. He was on death row at one point. And he said for a day and a half, he sat there in court while the jury was listening to his music.
Yeah.
And they're like, yep, look, he says he's a gangster here. Oh, he's talking about shooting people here.
Yeah.
Talking about killing people there.
That's what they do.
It was crazy, man. They had a whole day of playing my music. The whole day, we had a whole day in court of them playing my music, translating my music. How you gonna translate a rap song that got so much slang in it and you don't even listen to rap music? You know, they were saying my words and they were all wrong. They twisted my words to what they wanted them to say.
And that's what they were doing to you. They were going through all your music
and
saying this guy's violent, he's this, he's that, all based off of bits and pieces from your song.
Bits and pieces, like, and shit that they don't really even understand in the first place. They use their own interpretations of what they think something means, or like, because a lot of people don't know what I'll be talking about. Half the time, I don't know what I'll be talking about.
Right.
So it's like weird in court where you trying to tell me what I mean. Like, right. It's just weird.
Well, and on top of that, they were saying the Stink Team was a gang.
Yeah.
You were the leader.
I was the leader because of my name.
Right.
The ruler.
And in California, if you're a gang member, you could be charged for crimes that other members did.
Other people do.
So whatever the Stink Team did in their own personal life could ultimately be put on you because you're the quote unquote leader of this violent gang.
Even if I wasn't there, but that would be penal code 182.5.
Right.
Criminal street gang conspiracy, which they don't even charge people with. But they had decided to charge me with that.
I mean, how does it feel to be sitting there and like all these charges are just piling up on you and you're like, yo, like, I didn't do none of this shit.
Yeah,
and they're putting everything on me right now.
I mean, on top of that, like, that, it had to do a lot with, like, you know, these rapper niggas and all this other shit that didn't want to see me get out anyway. So, you know, like, they would say that they wasn't doing police shit or weird shit, but then you go put some shit on the internet saying I did something that I didn't do, or every day you tweeting some shit, and all the police doing is looking like, oh, well, we're gonna, you know, bring this in, or we're gonna look at this. Oh, look what Whoopty Whoop just said. Like, they don't understand that. So I'm sitting here, it's a new room or it's something new every time I go to court. Like, oh, well, Whoopty Whoop, we don't know if we're gonna use this, but you know, it's right here. Some shit off of Twitter or something that somebody said. Like, so with all the people tweeting stuff and fuck Drakeo and fuck this and whatever, most of the blood niggas, fuck blood and blood this and all this other stuff, then the police, all they do is say, here goes another narrative. We're gonna say he was beefing with this person. We're gonna say he was beefing with this person. He created all these issues with all these people because people want to get on Twitter and say all this other shit that never happened because they don't like me in general. So now it's in court. But then when you ask them, they're like, we not doing nothing. We're just, fuck him. Like, he know what he did, but I didn't do nothing. Yeah. But the police are looking at this like, all right, this is extra stuff that we could put in our, case. So pretty much that's how I got my gang charge, because they said I created problems within Bloods. They used rappers that I supposedly got into it with. I guess, like they said, I was getting into a scheme. That's what they said. I've never it wasn't ever that serious to me. Act right. And then I think they said Joe Moses or something, but I'm like, I never really basically they just put everybody that they feel doesn't get along with my co-defendant's hood. So they like, oh yeah, well, we're gonna put these people and make it seem like, well, he's hanging around with him. This is his close friend. They're going around starting problems, shooting at people, whatever they alleging lies that they saying happened. And basically that's how they tried to get the gang charge with the indictment. Well, they indicted us on that charge anyway, so I didn't get that until after the indictment.